Hey everyone, welcome back to Workers and Republic with the Soviet resources. Well, times move forward a little bit more in Anonymistan, right? Where over here, this whole waste facility operation thingy has got itself moving. And I've set things up to take the trash from the uh, dump here and bring it over here. And also, there's a another um, technical services that is bringing trash into here directly. And I've got construction waste and everything all set to come this way, so that it can be, all handled here, right? And that's a thing, right? Now, there's one thing that I'm not clear on, and that's whether biological waste will actually burn, like whether it will actually pull biological waste in from this dump into the incinerator. I hope it will, but I don't know. I haven't actually got this far in any of my most recent games, so I'm not 100% sure. But I wanted to go through a thing here. Um, we have here uh, metal scrap that we will eventually be able to do something with. So if we look in here, metal scrap is actually worth 467 rubles to sell, right? And if we go over here, we don't have any aluminum scrap, but aluminum scrap would be 1,500 rubles, right? Construction waste is worth nothing, right? But it turns into gravel, right? Um, and then plastic waste. Uh, if we look down here, it's worth 400 rubles per ton, right? And then over here, we're just sticking ash in a pile, right? So at some point, I'll need to do something with that as well. Now, all of this is connected up to this train station or independent tracks, which will uh, allow for doing something with that. Now, we also have here a waste treatment plant, which will take in hazardous waste and do something with it. Um, but that needs chemicals and other stuff, right? Which I haven't got operational. So there is that. I don't think I'll be generating that much hazardous waste, but we'll see. Anyway, what all this means is I really want to be taking the metal scrap here and you know putting it into some sort of a steel production operation thingy, right? Um, because that's what metal scrap turns into. So if we look in here, steel recycling plant, it takes 36 tons of metal scrap and turns it into 19 tons of steel, and it creates some trash as part of the process. Uh, so now, theoretically, how big is that? Um, it's not that big. So I could theoretically uh, put it put it in here maybe, and just drive trucks around, right? And yeah, like I could theoretically do that, and then uh, well, I could. Hmm. I mean, I could, you know, stick something up here. I'd have to rejig all of this. Um, but I could stick a steel operation here, right? I could uh, I could stick it something like this. What if I did it this way? Uh, wait, I can fit it in this way. Oh, nice. Then I could potentially run a conveyor in from an unloading point. Um, yeah, in the future, like a train aggregate unloader or something like that. You know what? I'm going to just shove that in there. Um, yeah. Oh, I probably want to come out about here. Yeah, something like that. Build it. And I probably will need... no, I need to build it. Need one of these. And what? No, build it. Yeah. And that's clearly going to have to go that way. Yep. Okay, so, right. So that's steel from metal scrap. And I think I can get away with a truck route, maybe, going from here to here. I think I can possibly do that. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to get those building. Right. Uh, and it will output into here. And I can still use this as a source, and it'll pull from either one of those, theoretically. Now, a while back, I also set up over here a gravel recycling plant, which now I'm going to connect up to roads and railroad, I think. But we'll come down here and build a road out to here, right? Um, also, build this, right? Um, right. And so that will, I think I might want to be running rail on that one. Yeah, I think I probably do. So I'm going to need a rail aggregate unloader. Well, that's under rail, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, kind of is. Rail aggregate unloading. Um, train aggregate unloading. Yep. Yeah, that could work. I don't need one quite that long, do I? No, that one's... Um, that... No, I don't want a small one. But a single track would be appropriate. And I could stick it right here. Yep, I could stick it right there. And then where am I going to run the track out? Probably over to here. Yeah. Yeah, probably. So if I'm going to do that, this will need to come out about to there. I think ooh. Okay. Yeah, that works. Oh, I don't need this. Right, okay. So if I build that, and I build a road up to here. Yep. Now I think this gets the big bits because I don't have this plastic waste. Be a while before it's worth doing anything really with. Although having it export would probably be sufficient for the moment when the stuff gets full. Right. The biggest one is gravel, right? The construction waste. So I want to come up here and use priorities. Not there. Um, okay. Output one. Wait. We can't do... Wait, is this a... It's 3 to 1. You can't do priorities on input? Okay. Well, anyway, let's get time rolling on the save here. So some stuff can actually get built. So I'll head up here and grab this, get this track built. Oh, I have to start building it from here. Right. Um, get stuff built. Uh, you know what? No, I don't know what. You're gonna have to use your words. Oh, right. Yes. I could come out. No. What happens if I do this? It's gonna look awful. Ah, yes, it probably is. You were just gonna put a road up to here, weren't you? Well, I was thinking about it. Well, sure. But maybe you want to do it on this kind of an angle? Yeah, maybe I do. You know, come up here. Like that. You're going to build it like that? Yeah, I'm going to build it like that. So, why are you doing it this way? Because I can. Oh. Well, you're going to make just a right hash of that, aren't you? No, no, I'm not. You sure about that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I see. So we have in here a okay, I'm bringing hazardous waste in. Okay, so I have a minute before I need to get workers out there. Okay. But we do have workers coming in here. Where are we dropping them off? Here. Okay. Um, yeah. Ain't no way the drop off here is going to get to here. No, no, ain't no way. Okay. Well, if that's the way it's going to be, yeah, it is the way it's going to be. Oh, well, okay then. Um, right. So we're dropping stuff in here, and we've got our waste processing is happening, but we haven't built up enough in the things to force it into the aggregates yet. Yeah, so that's going to take a minute, but we can keep on using up our stuff here. Well, you know, uh, this is actually it's pretty good that this is net positive for 1 year anyway. 1.6 million rubles is not enough of a buffer. I definitely need to start getting things like chemical production and that sort of thing going domestically, right? I wonder if perhaps food production might be the ideal thing to get rolling first. Um, it'd be a big saving, and it's going to need water, right? And a fair amount of labor. So where would I put it? Well, I was thinking I might put it just over the river here. Is you sure you want to put it just over the river there? You're going to have to get the raw materials in. Well, yeah. That's going to be something of a logistical challenge. But, okay, what do we need to build this? Lots of concrete, gravel, and asphalt. Ah, actually, maybe you want an oil industry to get online. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea, actually. Okay, so take a look at your resource map. Oil. Make it big enough to see. Um, you might want to go, you might want to build that road over the river. Got a couple of decent oil deposits over there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I might want to. Right. Hide that. Um, yeah, we definitely have the resources to do this. So we'll build one of the bridges. Yeah, it's going to take loads of concrete and stuff, but we definitely have that. So, uh, yeah. In fact, our concrete production is entirely domestic. Uh, with the gravel, the coal, all of that is domestically sourced. So, yeah, that seems like maybe the sort of thing we might do. Yeah, that hasn't completed. And then over here, I can build that, that, and that. Okay. Yeah, so we'll see when this gets online what what I want to run back and forth. I suspect it'll be a train with which will maybe wait until fully loaded at each end. Uh, yeah. Oh, we're up over 2 million rubles now. Yeah. So if the yeah, since we're not spending money on steel to build things, that's making a big difference in costs, right? It is what it is. You know, when you're not having the huge expense for raw materials or less raw materials, it helps. I'm not actually exporting steel. That seemed like it wasn't actually turning enough of a profit, while also causing a bit of a potential shortage in coal supplies. Yeah, that was definitely not ideal. So up here, we're at 54% loyalty, so that's actually pretty good. Um, is that also averages, I think, over all of the sleeping population? So if we look in here, we've got more active workers than inactive workers now. So we've got 13,000 active workers. So, um, right. So this, ah, and this, yeah, that's taking a moment. Um, okay, need to build that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I think I'll be able to get away with a truck for metal scrap. If you can get away with a truck for metal scrap, then what kind of a truck do you need? That's a good question. Is it a dumper? Uh, dumper. Metal scrap. Yeah, you can use a dumper. Total capacity. Yeah, we can use one of these. Okay. Yeah, so we could bring the dumper around, dump it in here. You know, do stuff. Right. Um, yeah, our steel mill has nowhere to put its output right now. That's fine. Um, right. And this won't be able to either. So I'll end up doing a full unload over here. And then if ever we end up with backed up production over here causing trouble, I can just send an export train here and clear up some space, and then it will and maybe pause the steel factory. But it would definitely clear up, you know. Something I need to do. Right. I'm going to need to get workers into here. Yeah. How am I going to do that? Well, there is this handy dandy way to do that. Um, we could try a pedestrian overpass. It comes over here, comes in like this. Bam. Yep. And then comes across like this. Yep. And comes through and in like that. Yeah. Okay. We can definitely do that. Can't reach that. Can't reach that. Uh-huh. so I'm going to have to come up with a path in. I don't know. Can I get it out? No, I can't. So that's going to have to come in like that. Well, I suppose I could do this. Yeah. Build that. Build that. Yeah. Okay, so we'll get that going. Now this... Yeah, that'll work. Okay, good. Now back over here, how is this construction coming? It's coming. This is... Oh, something I should do. Signal. Yes. Mixed. It can go here. Yeah. Okay. So, how big of a train do you want to be going back and forth there? I don't know. A train, I guess. Yeah, a train. Okay. That doesn't tell us anything. Okay. Well, it needs to be built first, doesn't it? Well, it's going to go pretty quick. That one needs... Oh, we're just waiting for steel to arrive. Okay. But I don't think that's going to be a problem. Look at that. Trucks full of steel are arriving. Right. So, yeah, I want to get this little detail sorted out so that we've got some usage of the raw materials happening. And then after that, I think I want to go back and start building a food production operation over here, and possibly need an additional residential area up here. Yeah. Right. Okay. That's going to take a minute. This will take less of a minute if I actually schedule the construction. I mean, yeah. Something else that is possible to start working on is upgrading roads to having streetlights. I mean, that does sound like it would be a terrible idea, right? But yeah, it is an idea though that kind of comes and parks on you as you do things, right? As you figure out how things are operating. That is scheduled, right? Yes. Right. Uh, okay. Okay, dozing off while recording a video, that doesn't seem like the smartest thing in the world to do, does it? Uh, well, what's smart got to do with it? Like, really, think about it. If you're going to doze off, you're going to doze off. You be a dozy presenter or whatever. Yeah, but do you want to be a dozy presenter? Well, not especially, no. But if it's going to happen, it's going to happen now, isn't it? Well, I suppose you do have a point there. Yeah, of course I have a point. Whether it's a good one or not is a different problem, but of course I have a point. Uh, okay, well, you just insist on that if you're going to, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely need to get... well, how's the ash pile coming? It's growing. So's the hazardous waste. So I definitely will want to get chemicals coming into here. Wait, do I have a... That's open. Yeah, I don't. Okay. So for the moment, I'm going to leave that alone until it becomes urgent, right? And then I'll bring chemicals and people in and start treating it, right? Yeah, that is the idea. This is operating, but I need to have people. Yeah, uh, need to have people in there. Uh-huh. Okay, what do I need to connect this to? Right. Um, okay, so if I do that, where can we get on foot from here? Nowhere. Okay. I would have to bring a bus operation down or some people down. Okay. Ah, yet another zone out there. Right. What was I? I was pondering something. I don't remember what I was pondering. But it was something. Oh, I see. That is quite a informative uh, discussion of things there. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Right. So I wonder how this is doing. Well, it's doing okay. And this is actually progressing. Good. Right. There is one thing I do need to be a little bit careful about. And that is having a crossover up here somewhere so that the traffic can actually get back out on both sides of the road. Oh, this here is something that I'm pretty sure you haven't seen either. And as I've squished a highway along the rail line here, which ultimately is going to spread back out up here. But, you know, you do what you have to, right? Um, that, yeah, it needs a fair chunk of resources. Right. So I think realistically, this tour of Anonymistan as it stands right now is probably fairly complete, right? With trash handling online. Yeah, accumulating ash, right? And accumulating hazardous waste. Now, what I can do is also just export this if I don't get this thing online as well. Anyway, that's I think that's going to be all for this episode. Next time, I'm going to try starting up a food industry over here, where I'm going to need to import a fair amount of grain, I suspect, uh, and produce food from it. Now, that is going to make the demand for grain a bit higher. If we come in here and we look at our prices again, crops is running up toward 100 rubles to buy. But chemicals, yeah. So switching to our own chemical production is going to be worth it. So maybe I'll put chemicals up here. That chemicals needs wood, oil, uh, wood, oil, crops, and gravel, I think. So that's going to be under MISC, right? No, it's going to be under fossil fuels, chemical plant that produces chemicals. So the chemical plant, it produces 0.81 tons of chemicals daily, right? Well, and it uses crops, oil, gravel, and wood. Yeah. Okay. Uh, you know, I should be able to get a fairly substantial production facility going with the chemicals supplied by train. We only have the there's a big chemical plant. Uh, that's not a mod, is it? No, it's not. What does this need to build? It needs loads of gravel, loads of steel, 10 loads of concrete, asphalt, bricks. You know what? That is going to be the direction, I think. It's going to be the chemical plant. Yeah, chemical plant. That seems like the thing to build. How big is it? It's a large complex. Could put it over here, or I could come down. Maybe. Oh, I could drop it in over here, or even over here. Um, yeah. What's the pollution like on it? Well, it's some. Uh, it has one rail connection. Yeah, one rail connection. Okay. So what does it need for uh that's a plastics factory. So it needs um a bunch of water. Um yeah, it needs a bunch of water. Okay, so consumption. We consume some crops, some gravel, lots of water, some oil, some wood. Okay, that is actually doable. Yeah, actually doable. Good. Yeah. Well, okay. Based on that, I don't think there'll be too big of a problem getting the chemical plant operational. So yeah, uh, I'm gonna put the cut here. I'll do some tedious layout work. Yeah, maybe I'll do that on camera and time lapse it for next time. I'm not sure. It'll depend whether I remember to do that or not. But anyway, next time around, we should be seeing uh, some actual operations with. Oh, um, why don't I, while I'm thinking about it, go over here. We're going to load. No, metal scrap. Yeah. Wait until loaded. Yeah. And then we'll go over here and we'll unload metal scrap. Uh-huh. Okay. Metal scrap recycling. Yeah, okay. Save, go. Yeah, okay. So, we'll start ferrying stuff in there. These need to be built. Yeah. Um, view that. We're going to wait until unloaded. Yeah. Okay. So that's going to get scrap going over here. Are you loading? Yeah, you are. Okay. And off you go. And we'll see here. It'll come in. It'll drop in some scrap metal. Then I'm going to have to deal with the trash coming out of it, right? Yeah, probably. But anyway, we got 10 tons of scrap come in there. So as soon as this walkway opens, the uh, yeah, dozy again. Right. Okay. Just before I go, bridge is up. Okay. Uh, yeah. So with that bridge, I'll be able to ferry stuff to it, like over the water. So that'll be good. Anyway, that is going to be all finally for this time. So I do have a Patreon if for some reason you want to support the channel. The link should be in the doobly-doo. If you have not, you can ignore the link in the doobly-doo, right? But you know, it's there if you want it. Uh, you can also do the like, comment, subscribe business that every video production on YouTube asks for. You know, it helps the channel, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, I suppose it probably does if you have more than 3 viewers, right? But yeah, it's kind of overrated for small operations doing it as a hobby. Anyway, yeah, well that's a ramble. You know, why are you rambling, man? Right, okay. So I did the Patreon thing. I said the Patreon thing. Yep. I said the like, comment, subscribe thing. Yep. Okay. So next time, maybe chemicals. Yeah, I know. Anyway, uh, I return you to your regularly scheduled chaos and see you back next time.